Hello, welcome to Moonbird Tarot, and happy full moon and partial lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Today's June 5th, and I am thinking pulling some cards for the collective in regards to the energies and any guidance coming from this full moon in terms of ascension and growth and elevating and aiding the evolution of humanity. I am at the garden where I have very little to no service, so I have not gotten to do as much research or video watching from some of my favorite astrologers and tarot readers as I'd like, but I did get to do some listening the other day, and I took down some writings that I'd like to share. Alright, so notes for full moon and partial lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, June 5th, 3:13 p.m. my time. Time to shift, time to explore, learning from the past, letting go of the past, healing as a collective, transformation, stepping into the new, curiosity. If it was safe to exist, then I think that was an unfinished thought. Brand new eclipse point, activating new energies, expanding in new areas, shifting perspectives and belief points, learning and growth. Where are you looking to learn and grow? Clearing out, creating room for new to come in. So that's what I've got written, and I wrote that down May 29th. And then I've got a fresh page here that I'm looking to fill up, and with whatever messages the cards have come through, and we'll probably put it into song after this video. Alright. So I got some new cards for my birthday. Here I got the Light Seers Tarot, which I'm really excited about. I've got 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks out. So let's see. Let's see what comes out. Ooh. Alright, we'll start with that. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. So 4 came out, 2 face side down and 2 face side up. I think I'd like to pull an oracle card with it for each section, maybe. One for the face down, one for the face up. Hair is on the bottom. Alright, and let's just see. We got the World and the Queen of Cups. So what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. Okay, so that's what I heard for that. You know, here, I mean, things are kind of, there's a lot going on, a lot of high energy, and the message I'm getting there is the best thing we can do is just send love. Send love, send love, send love. Be love, embody love, ripple out love, embrace love, just send out love, see love, be love. And then we got fountain. And I'm still learning the symbols on this, so I will look this one up and see what it has to say. This is a pretty neat deck. This is the Moon Oracle deck. I figured it'd be good for full moons and new moons and things. So the message here... Oh, Hera popped up. Maybe I'll read that one after since she was on the bottom of the deck. Oh, this way. Fountain. From Cancer to Leo, ruled by Neptune and the Sun. A handsome and heroic female figure with red-brown wavy hair emerges from an urn out of which gushes a cool, sparkling fountain. She is bathed in the pale blue flowering waters. She wears a winged helmet, symbolizing the ability of the imagination to take flight and reach great heights. Her demeanor is tranquil and confident as she looks out of the card towards the viewer. Her head and shoulders are framed by a pale, sun-like full moon. Traditionally, when the moon was in this mansion, it was thought to strengthen buildings, promote love and benevolence, and help defeat enemies. The Arabs regarded this mansion as favorable for professional matters as well as for love. The card meeting. The sun symbolizes dynamic creativity, while the planet Neptune denotes the expansion of the imagination and allows the visionary ability to achieve great heights. This mansion card signifies recognition of your own creativity by yourself and others, and indicates a sudden surging in the powers of your imagination. If you draw this card, you must accept responsibility for your own talents and use them for the good of yourself and others. This card urges you to believe in your own many and varied abilities and their worth to other people. The key phrase here is sharing your gifts. And I find that really cool because when I was shuffling, some cards pulled out that had that very similar message. What was it? It was the Seven of Wands and the Light Seer's Tarot. And she looks like... she's like in this orb, which makes me think of a crystal ball, and I'm, stepping into this new, way of sharing, with the cards and things, and so it felt very supportive of that. So I guess what I'm hearing with that is, along with what the world needs now is love, the world needs your heart actions, it needs your passion projects, it needs, it needs you to invest in your gifts and bring them to the collective in, the biggest way that you possibly can muster right now. It needs you to do your healing work so that you can ripple that out to the collective, both in the physical with everybody that you interact with, and as well as in the unseen world where we are all connected, and what you vibrate affects in the collective as well. So she's pouring out, this is I feel like these cards really go well together. They're just pouring out this love energy, filling their cups and pouring it out to the collective to try to help create balance in these times of fear and anxiety and uncertainty and lack of, that feeling of security that a lot of people are feeling right now. There's a transition taking place, and I guess this is kind of like holding that vision for the best possible outcome. I mean, that's what I see. That's what I feel like I'm doing, like we're doing, you know, as light workers, as, yeah. So, the other cards that came up are, the Devil and the Emperor. And I'm not necessarily getting like a direct, you know, a direct message yet from this. So maybe I could, you know, go to the book and see what the light and the shadow aspect of each of these cards have to say that could maybe help, you know, bring some clarity. The Rebel came out as the Oracle card for it. So, okay, I am kind of seeing something. The Devil, you know, like, look at the you know, he's got the guy as the puppet, you know. And I'm just seeing this as taking our power back. Like, going from being this character here, you know, controlled and manipulated by a system, by, you know, a higher powers that be that are only, you know, benefiting from our being small. I see the transmutation, you know, of that. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're rebelling and we're taking our power back. And I see that's what's happening. You know, that's what's happening in the streets. We're demanding change and embodying the change and not tolerating anything but the change. And so I'm seeing like the masculine and feminine approach here with this. Like, you know, there's like the very masculine, in the streets, time for change, you know, like action, very action in the physical form. And then I'm seeing on this side, the more feminine side of you know, just like the more like the energetic work, you know, the embodying love, the seeing love. You know, for me and the collective that I'm a part of, we've got some of us that are going out into the streets, and then we've got others of us that are here holding space, growing food, building community, building the solution. Because yes, you know, it's not working out there, but we can't put all of our energy towards, you know, just saying, you know, like rebelling against the fact that it's not working. We have to have that balance of building something that is. And also, we can't just move towards the, you know, the ideal way. You know, we've got to call out the bullshit, too. So, that's awesome that that came together like that. Yeah, so I see, like, this masculine and feminine approach and this balance here. Okay, cool. Let's see if there's, like, a card that kind of wants to just sum up this section of the reading. Okay, there's this guy come out. Six of Pentacles, success. With the star card on the bottom. That's my favorite card. Or one of them, at least. Six of Pentacles. You know, I just got this Your Path Through the Enchanted Forest deck, and I really like the readings in it. So, maybe I'll just see what it has to say. It would be six of beings in this book. Something made this woman run from her home, something fearful enough to send her fleeing into the frosty forest in her bare feet. In her panic, she has lost her way, and a light snow is obliterating any trace of her tortuous footprints. There is no way to go back, even if she wanted to, and no path forward she can see. The night is drawing in. Not knowing if she will wake again, and not caring very much either way, she curls up on the cold earth and surrenders to exhaustion and despair. A quiet patter of paws on snow sifts into her dream, and soft warmth surrounds her. Seeing her dire need, a colony of rabbits blanket her with love. There will still be trials to overcome when she awakes, but she will make it through the night. There is kindness to be found, even in the bleakest of situations. The world is full of gentle, furry creatures with big eyes who want to help and comfort you. Be ready to receive unexpected assistance and selfless care. Your situation is about to get softer. Help graciously offered and gratefully accepted. Generosity, benevolence, caritas. And a closer look. Rabbits have a reputation for shyness, but they will overcome it when necessary. So this, I'm hearing, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. That's Pete Seeger. We're kind of like in this dark, scary, unknown time in humanity right now, and it's needed. It's, something, the change has to happen, and it's a good thing, but it's scary. I want to share the picture of the book to make sense with the rabbits. So what I get from this is that we've got to come together. We've got to be there for each other. We've got to stand up, connect, show up. I think it is important to show up in the streets, to show up for each other, to let the numbers be seen, to let our numbers be heard, to support our brothers and sisters in the Black Lives Matter movement. And to just bring generosity and love and goodwill and hope for humanity in everything we do. Help graciously offered and graciously accepted. Generosity, benevolence, caritas. So in this deck it says success at the top. And that's, that's kind of... Together we can. We can. We shall overcome. Okay. I'm going to put these back up and see what else would want to come out. I really like this deck, and I'm brand new to it. I just got it for my birthday. That was my birthday treat to myself. So perhaps we can ask for some direct guidance in terms of... would like to ask for direct guidance in terms of how to best give back to the collective, how we can best show up. Okay, so 2 came out with 10 of challenges, which is 10 of swords, which is like that mental anguish. I mean, this is a warrior, a knight, who looks like he's just been through battle and is just tormented by what he's seen, what he's done. His sword's beaten and broken. He's beaten and broken. Okay, and perhaps a oracle card to go with that. This one. Bottom of the deck for that one is release. And this is a moon deck as well. I'm going to put these together. Release. Now, let's see. We had one card face down and one card face up. Let's see. We got 10 of Spells, which is 10 of Wands. And this deck is just different than other traditional tarot decks. And I really like it for that. I feel like I'm learning more because of it. So, 10 of Wands. Well, 10 of Spells. Looks like there's 10 maidens in the woods. Some are sad, I've noticed. But they're together. They're going somewhere together. So this makes me think of our marches and us coming together. And this is the Knight of Cups. So to me, that's very much that energy of coming in love, coming in peace, coming in, but while also like standing firm and demanding change, demanding equality, demanding, our natural born rights. In love, though, but with that fire energy that is needed, and that together energy that is needed. I guess traditionally that card is oppression is a word that comes with 10 of Wands, which is also like going with this 10 of Challenges, and this card on the bottom, like saying release. So I would like to read. I'd like to read those, and let's see what the oracle card for this one is. Beauty is what came up. Yeah, so the Seeker of Visions, I don't know if I said that, is the Knight of Cups. I think I might have did say that. Let's read. I really love the way that this book is set up. 10 of... Oh, this is the wrong book. But I feel guided to read it from this book, so I'm going to do that. 10 of Wands. Okay, so the Light Seer. Taking on too much, an opportunity to free yourself from heavy burdens, obligations, finding yourself close to a successful outcome, the need to prioritize, a message to keep going. I'll hold it up. The Shadow Seer. Divided attentions, clinging to responsibilities, difficulty asking for help, the oppression of martyrdom, letting go of someone else's expectations of you, a need to stand up for yourself. All those responsibilities, do you really need to carry all those wands, all by yourself, all at the same time? Couldn't you drop a few of them by prioritizing or sharing the load? Or maybe, just maybe, things could go a whole lot faster if you enlisted some help. Aha! All you have to do is ask. Drop the non-essentials and any heaviness that is weighing you down, because you are so, so close, yet so, so burdened. Think. Levity and ease. Streamlining will expedite your goals and bring relief to any overwhelm or molasses energy that you are feeling. Sometimes this means letting go of learned behavior or limiting beliefs, and sometimes it means deleting a task on your calendar. Whether your burdens are material, spiritual, literal, or energetic, it's clear that you've got some extra baggage right now. Release that ish and enjoy your last steps to the finish line. And it says, I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me to tend to all the essentials. Okay, I wanted to read that for that one, and then I would like to read from the actual book for the Seeker of Visions. The Seeker of Visions returns every day to this forest lake, where once he caught sight of a woman more beautiful than his most beautiful dreams. From that moment on, his heart was in thrall, dazzled by sunlight on the water and confused by mist that rose as if by magic. It seemed to him that she transformed herself into a fish and disappeared below the surface of the lake. He plays his harp and sings with the voice of an angel, hoping to lure her back, hoping for one more glimpse of the glimmering girl who captured his imagination. If this card doesn't represent a particular person, it can mean unrequited love, a sense of spiritual purpose, or a desire for a more artistic life. The character traits: idealistic, romantic, visionary, poetic, gallant, follows his heart, Prince Charming. Shadow traits: a seducer, doesn't commit in relationships, unrealistic, understanding of love, prone to flights of quixotic fancy, not grounded in reality. Okay, so with the balance of these two, the balance and beauty for this full moon, I think it's important that we invest in our inner worlds, in our art, in our soul's passions, that we let go of some of that weight, come together as much as possible to share in the load of this transition, in this evolution process. You're not alone. There's numbers and numbers and gaggles and groups of us out there. A big part of my mission is seeing the groups unite. One thing that I've noticed in community is an individual comes to a community, or you create a group of people that you want to work with, and each individual has this puzzle piece that brings together a picture. And then really that's just a fractal of, now that group is now a one singular puzzle piece that is now capable of finding other pieces of the picture and puzzle pieces. And so the more that we can unite and recognize that we're out there, the better. And investing in our art and our visions and our it mentioned imagination, and to me what I felt from that is the way that we see the world. We've been given these glimpses of what could be, or we hold it in our hearts of what we know that humanity is capable of being, and in ways that we're capable of living. And you don't always see that in your external world, but you just keep striving towards creating it and being it. And so I guess what I'm getting from it is, that I want to share, at least, and from my perspective in the world that I live in and the people that I surround myself with, is you're not alone. There's a bunch of us out there, and the quickest way to find us is to dive into your passion projects. Make them everything. Make them your life. And the energy of you investing in that will bring you to your puzzle pieces, or to the puzzle piece before your puzzle pieces. However it works, it's all connected. Yeah. Let's see if there's an overall energy card, overall guidance card. This is my original deck. It's a Sun and Moon Tarot. Oh, there's two cards that came out. I love it. I feel like it goes right with it. So we got the Fool, New Beginnings, and the Three of Pentacles works, which to me is that community building card. It's that working together. Like in the traditional tarot, there's three people working together, building something. And kind of like the Three of Cups cards, they're all coming together to celebrate. This card is like they're coming together to build. So my music is a lot about that. It's like, let's come together, let's build together, let's build this world of our dreams. And so let's start new, let's be brand new, and let's invest in our passion projects. That's a big part of what I want to do readings for, our passion projects, and how can we come together as quickly as possible? How can we come to ourselves, and invest in our higher versions of ourselves so that we can come together collectively and as, these light workers, how can we, we develop our skills and our unique talents, and then we bring them to a group and we become a super group. So it's like, become a superhero yourself, and then find your super troop, and then blast out the medicine, and we really can transmute the pain and suffering and fear that is running rampant in our world right now into that vision that we've been holding individually and collectively. There's a collective dream happening of a better, healthier, cleaner, more sustainable, more rejuvenative world where we can live in harmony with each other, where we're getting back to our roots as animals, and the fact that we live together. We're pack animals. We're better together. We're better in community. We are able to, and we're growing our own food, and we're investing in our heart song and our soul's purpose. And through doing that, we're inspiring each other to do that. And it's just this big buildup of what we really are truly capable of being. And I'm dedicated to bringing that into reality, and in doing everything I can to embody it. And I want to support you in doing that. And this is one of my ways of that I'm being shown and gifted and called to share and to help. Maybe let's pull one more oracle card from the moon deck. One more message, quick send out message for the collective. Thank you for being. Thank you for seeing the way you do, embodying the light that you shine. Oh, here we go. Action. This is what it says. Time for action. And this card deeply, deeply speaks to me, because my number one favorite thing to do on this planet is to dance. I think it's one of my superpowers. And so to me, that's telling me to get out there and dance. And it's telling you to get out there and dance in whatever way it is that you shine the brightest. You fuel your cup, you fuel your light, and you're just beaming out good energy, evolutionary action into humanity, because we're all connected, and anything you do for you is